Video we are going to discuss about the tourist visa, which is also known as Schengen visa, required to visit Europe.
So we visited Europe recently and also back in 2019 and thought why not share the details on the process of Schengen visa, like who needs to apply, when to apply, what is the cost associated and what are the documents required.
We are really not experts, but the details we are providing in this video is based on our experience of applying the Schengen visa. So let us know in the comment section in case you find anything contradictory or you have anything to add.
Also, we are Indian passport holders residing in the United States, so our experience would be based on applying the visa from the states. However, the process is almost similar apart from few details which might change depending on which country from where you are applying the visa.
So without further ado, let's start the video.
So guys, let's start with what actually is a Schengen visa. So Schengen visa is a short stay visa that allows a person to visit or travel to any part of the Schengen area per stay up to 90 days for tourism and business purposes.
It allows its holder to enter and travel freely within the Schengen area. So who needs this visa? Not all countries require Schengen visa. Please check the list of the countries to see if you are required to apply for Schengen visa.
Since we are Indian passport holders, we are required to apply for the Schengen visa to travel to Europe. And also we have provided the link to the website which we found has a list of countries in case you are interested.
So next question you may ask, what is Schengen area? The Schengen area includes 26 countries where you can travel with your Schengen visa.
It's so cool, right? That with just one visa you can travel to the 26 countries of the Schengen area.
So cool. And we also have provided the website where the detail of 26 countries are listed, so you can find them in the description below. So what to consider before applying Schengen visa? Before applying for Schengen visa, there are few things you need to do. First, draw your travel plan. Means on what date you want to travel, for how many days you want to visit, and what all country you want to explore. Be sure on the dates as you might get the visa only for that duration.
And secondly, you need to book your flights, accommodations and travel insurance in advance. This is the requirement for the Schengen visa and you need to get it done. Since there is no assurance that you will be granted the visa for sure, it's always advisable to go for refundable flights and accommodations.
But refundable flights can be little costly.
So there is another option. Another option is to use visa services. So these services will provide you flight reservations and hotel reservations for a nominal fee.
So what we did was we booked a refundable accommodation on booking.com and expedia.com, and for flight reservation we use the visa services.
So guys, if you are interested to check out these visa services, we have given a link in the description. You can check it out. Apart from the flight and hotel reservations, you need to buy travel insurance. You have to buy it. There's nothing else can be done. You need to buy it. That has few requirements, like it should be a minimum coverage of 30,000 euros per person and it should cover all the countries in the Schengen area.
We have also provided the links of insurance companies in the description below.
If you're interested, go check it out.
Once your itinerary is ready, you need to check to which country you need to apply the visa. There are few rules. First is if you are going to visit only one country, it's simple. You file the application with that country.
If you're traveling to multiple countries, you need to file the application with the country where you'll be spending the most number of days. And if you're planning to spend equal number of days in those countries, you need to file with that country where you'll be landing first.
Now as you are ready with your travel plans and bookings, let's talk about how to start application process. First thing, when can you submit your application? You can submit your application 6 months before you plan to travel or at most 15 days before you intend to travel.
The next step is to book an appointment. Most of the embassies allow you to book or take the appointment online, and if not, you have to go to the embassy to get the appointment. For instance, we applied with the French embassy and they have outsourced their whole process to the VFS Global, and we had to apply from the VFS Global website.
In peak season, getting an appointment will be very difficult, so if you know your plan in advance, go ahead and book an appointment.
So once you get the appointment, the next step is to fill the visa application form. The visa application form is available online and the form is same for all the Schengen countries.
The form is in English, very simple and mostly self-explanatory, like what's your name, address, where you will be staying and how you are going to cover your expenses, etc, etc.
So we want to talk about two things in particular from the form. The first is the Schengen visa photo format. So you need to carry two photos which must be in a specified proper format. We have provided the link in the description from where you can check the specific requirement for the Schengen visa photo.
Here in the USA, we had little difficulty finding a studio as CVS and Walgreens have no option of Schengen visa format. Do let us know in the comment section if you guys also faced a similar situation finding a Schengen visa format photo in the USA. We would love to know.
So the second thing from the form which we want to discuss is the number of entries. So there are three options provided in the form: single entry, two entries and multiple entries.
Single entry means you can enter and exit Schengen area only once within the validity period of your visa. That means once you exit the Schengen area, you are not allowed to re-enter.
Two entries is similar to single entries, just that you can enter and exit the Schengen area twice.
And third is multiple entry. That means you can enter and exit Schengen area any number of times. However, you have to remember there is a rule. You can only stay up to 90 days in the last 180-day period.
So once you are done with the application, you need to now gather all the documents required for the submission, starting with your signed visa application form along with your appointment receipt, which gets generated once you have selected the appointment.
Two photos which we have already talked about.
A valid passport with a minimum validity of at least 3 months beyond your travel dates, and it should contain at least 2 blank pages. And one more thing, the passport should not be older than 10 years.
Along with the passport, we also had to carry the copies of all the pages of our passport containing the visas and the entry-exit stamps.
We also carried extra copies of our US visa and the I-94, which states our legal status of stay in the United States. This is particular for the people who are staying in the US on a visa.
Then you have to carry copies of your flight reservation, hotel reservation and travel health insurance.
So the next is the proof of your financials. You need to carry the last 3 months bank statements and the last 3 months pay slips. If you are self-employed, you need to also carry the business license and your income tax returns. So basically you need to provide the details of how you'll be able to fund your trip.
Also, we found this website which provides the per day cost required by each country to apply the visa. In case you want to refer, we have provided you the link in the description.
One more thing, if you are employed, you need to provide a no objection certificate from your employer. That means you need to provide the details in the letter from your employer stating that your vacations are approved and your employer does not have any objection on your Europe trip.
Last but not the least, you have to provide a cover letter which gives the description of your trip to Europe, the purpose of your travel, the places you are going to visit and the time frame and any other details you want to provide.
We kind of created a tabular format with flight details, hotel details, like from day 1 to the last day when we were traveling.
Just you have to make sure that the person who is reading your cover letter understands what is your plan.
Yeah, what is your plan, what is your
itinerary. Yeah. So now let's talk about the cost of applying the visa. We have applied the visa with French consulate and we will provide you the details based on applying the visa from New York.
So the first is the visa appointment fees. It was around $35 per person, and basically the French consulate has outsourced their operations to VFS Global and we had to pay VFS Global for the appointment and to submit the documents. This cost may differ from country to country or from where you are applying.
Next is the visa fee, which is about €80 per person as of today, and this is same across wherever you are applying from.
So the third is the courier fee, which was around $35 per person. It was a mandatory fee to get your passport delivered to your home. since there was no option of picking it up from the visa centers. So this also changes depending on from where you are applying. We applied from New York to the French consulate, and that was the cost.
Last time I remember when we applied back in 2019, there was no courier fee. We went to the visa center to pick the passport.
Yeah.
Right? I guess this time it is different because of the code.
Good, yeah. The last time it was free of charge. We could pick it up.
Yeah. Next, let's talk about the day of your appointment.
So first thing first, be on time.
And second is bring all your documents which we have talked about.
So once you are at the visa center, the visa officer will ask you about all the documents required for applying the visa.
Then after that, you will pay your visa fee and courier fee. That's what we did.
Yeah.
And then they asked us to go for biometrics.
So once your biometrics is done, that's it. You can go home and wait for your results.
Also, there may be few countries who may require you to sit for an interview. That varies. Not all country requires it, but yeah, there can be a possibility.
And also you'll receive an email with your passport tracking details.
Only once you receive your passport, you will get to know whether your visa is accepted or rejected. We got our passport within 10 days, but it may differ.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a longer time. It depends on case to case
basis. And also from which embassy you are applying your visa.
Once you receive your visa and it is approved, then you can check what is the duration for which your visa has been granted and for how many entries you have been granted the visa.
You may get the visa only for your travel dates or 90 days or even for a year. We really don't know the rules or the logic behind this. Last time we got it for 90 days and this time we got it for a year.
And if your visa gets rejected, there is no option, you will have to reapply. We suggest to wait for at least a month before you reapply, because we have heard that people have applied within a week or two and they have got rejected again.
Yeah, so there is no hard and fast rule, but if your visa gets rejected, it's better to wait for one month or 2 months and then reapply. Also, just note that the visa fees are non-refundable. You have to go through all the process again.
Hopefully it does not happen, but there's always a chance.
Yeah. Before ending this video, we have few points to share with you guys. First, if you are applying as a married couple, we would suggest to carry your marriage certificate, even though it is not mentioned in the document list, but they may ask you.
The second thing is, apart from the 26 countries listed in the Schengen area, you can also visit 19 other countries. Imagine. We have provided a link in the description with the name of those 19 countries. Definitely go and check it out.
And thank us later.
So guys, that's it from today's video. Hopefully we have shared information for you which is helpful to apply for your next Schengen visa, and all the very best for that.
Also, let us know in the comment section if we missed anything or you have any story to share.
So guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel Mr. Mrs. Traveler and click that bell icon for notifications.
See you guys in our next video.